And we're right here on Ken Zyro's Twitter account because he posted all the patch notes that has come out from the DragonBall FighterZ livestream, and I thought I would cover them all because I was going to cover Roshi when he released, and my kind of thoughts on him, since this showcase kind of null and voids needing to showcase all his moves. So yeah, starting off with the C assist getting changed so that now it's 6 frames faster, and it also reduced the damage scaling, which means it does even more damage now, which is great. Just add on to that cooldown, you know, that's still the caveat, but now it's doing more damage as a result, and it's also coming out faster. Specific aerial special moves. Now landing outside of the screen high up in the air will now have the camera center back on the action. So that means that now when base Goku does the solo Spirit Bomb, it will now follow him up, all the way up, so that you can get stuff done. And, you know, you can see what you're doing. Training, now we have a new counteract condition set to, or now you have counteract conditions now can be set in enemy settings. So now you can change stuff up. Now, onto the big ones. Super Saiyan Goku. His 2M is now sped up. It's not Season 2, but it's a far cry better than what he has now. And all the patch notes will be live on September 15th for Xbox and PlayStation 4 users. However, on PC and Switch, it's the 16th, but that's when Roshi comes out, so that makes sense. Now, that means people are gonna get to play Super Saiyan Goku again if they so choose, which is really nice, including myself. And now, Kamehameha. When used in a mid-air follow-up, any hit but the final one will now cause a ground bounce. So what that means is that as long as the final hit doesn't connect with the opponent, it will cause a ground bounce for vanishing and certain extensions, which is honestly gonna allow some unique combo routes. Now, Z Assist A and Z Assist B, or A and B assists, were slightly different. There was a bug fix for the A for a visual glitch, and then B got sped up, so now maybe it's a lariat-like attack? I don't know for sure until the patch comes out. Anyway, Super Saiyan Vegeta got a one quick little thing. Now he's got a faster startup on his final flash, like it needed that anyways. Next is Piccolo, which had a lot. Now, if you watched the stream, there's actually a video showcasing what Piccolo could do now with the new changes. I'm gonna just read them off here, what they're saying, and what I, saw on the live stream, but I'm sure you could find it somewhere on the internet about the visual changes. Now, his 5S will now hit opponents if they are in hit stun as long as you hold it. Now, the same versions can also be delayed by being held by holding it, and now it would also hit opponents while they're in hit stun. Now, his heavy guard point attack, the dive slicer thing, now it has reduced recovery when you whiff, which is nice. Then the light version now also speeds up the startup. The medium version increases stun time. Now, here's a big thing. Along with Kefla and Piccolo, now their Super Oki will no longer explode if the attack is successfully reflected. Now, that's a fair trade since, okay, you properly punished it, now you should still be able to see about it. Now, also his B assist and C assist were buffed as well. B assist now he kind of appears further forward, so that might be kind of a small nerf, as Apology Man said. Adjusted knockback, increased stun time, stuff like that. C-Assist now has invulnerability when he appears. Yeah, so now we got another DP C-Assist. Then Frieza and Team Gohan just got their assist changed, their alternate assist changed, except for Team Gohan. Team Gohan's now tracking in the air, which may or may not be good or bad, depends on what your team is, and now C-Assist is arguably better for Team Gohan, since he can hit anywhere on the screen. Now, Ginyu B-Assist, now this is an interesting one. It's now added a move that calls the Ginyu Force every time it's used, reduced Captain Ginyu's recovery, and change the conditions in which the Ginyu Force return. What this all means is now Ginyu will pull from all forms of his Ginyu Force squad. He can now do quarter circle forward and quarter circle backwards, calling Ginyu Force. That means you can get Purple Crash as an attack. You can get Raccoon's Eraser Gun as a move. You can get Goldo's Paralysis move. That might be really good. That depends on if it that does depend if it still rotates it out, or now it just takes longer to rotate it out because it goes through each and every single one of them individually. So like it will go Goldo 5S and then Goldo 236S or whatever. Now Trunks A-Assist. Now increase the stun and hit stop when the attack lands. Basically, now Change the Future has more hit stun, and now the hit stop means it's easier to confirm. Now Cell, here's another big one. Cell, perfect attack. Increase the mid-air version's damage, and jump and mid-air dash can now be used again after the mid-air version hits. What that means is if Cell hits you with a perfect attack in the air, he can vanish, or he can air dash twice. Or he can jump or air dash twice. That's insane. He can now take that perfect attack that was in the air, and now he can mix you off of it. Now there's a point to using it in the air. Now, the perfect attack, medium and heavy on the ground. They sped up the mid-air's version of the startup. Medium and heavy don't have that increased double jump thing. It's only light, since it's the same side. Also, Kamehameha, just like Super Saiyan Goku, and also GT Goku now. I'm gonna just quickly give these. They're all the same thing. They're all the same. What it means is, as long as the last hit doesn't hit, it will ground bounce. That's all. A-Assist now will also bounce off the ground, except when it's the last hit, and then increase the stun time. Also, B-Assist has now got faster startup. That's as much as we got. Destructo Disc. The explosion when the projectile hits the ground will now hit the opponent. So if you angle it downwards, normally it would hit the ground and then it would disappear. But now there's an explosion that happens, and your opponent will get hit by it. It's now got an active hitbox. B-Assist also increased stun time and adjusted knockback. Now here's Gotenks. Oh boy. Now, 5LL has now adjusted knockback, meaning it's easier to use in combos. It will pop them back up for the third hit. Miracle Super Punch. Now, a different special move performed during this attack will be performed after this attack's hitbox becomes active. Extended the move's hitbox upwards. That means that now you can swap between Beyblade and now his Lariat even faster. You can special cancel that super fast. Now, also, you increase distance moving downward during the mid-air version of Heavy Super Punch is now super good as well, and adjusted knockback. Great special rolling kick light. Now you can also adjust the distance moved during the attack. Or sorry, they adjusted the distance moved, adjusted the mid-air version's damage, adjusted the mid-air version's delay, increased the number of hits for the mid-air version for so you don't drop it. Galactic Donuts. When the initial hit lands, a special move or Z change can be performed in the second half of the attack's animation. I can cancel Galactic Donuts into EX Beyblade or EX Miracle Super Punch. Or I can change out. I can swap characters if I land that. And during the camera shift, a super dash can now be performed with additional input. Remember before how you could combo off of Galactic Donuts by just super dashing? How but you had to delay and then you could super dash it? Yeah, now they're making that a full-on performable option. When the initial hit lands against a assist character, the character will now enter a mid-air stagger animation, including its A assist, his A assist. That means you can double Sunday someone, or even triple Sunday someone and get the win off of Galactic Donuts or its assist. And also, Galactic Donuts by itself can no longer KO the opponent's main point character if it doesn't fully land. So, if he has low health. So, then, same thing with the A assist. The initial hit can no longer KO the opponent's main point character with the startup. B assist also increased the number of hits, adjusted the damage, and adjusted the distance moved during the attack. That move just got better. B assist just got better. Increased the number of hits, adjusted the damage, probably means more damage or less. But then they adjusted the distance moved. That could be either a really good buff or a really bad nerf. Because B assist, if you remember, covered 3/4 of the screen. And he as well got it was like Yamcha N, except more hit stun and more and easier to confirm off of. That's it. Now it might sound like it might be more. It might be more, which is crazy. Now on to Krillin. His medium and heavy attacks now have increased distance range. Or sorry, distance moved. That means now Krillin his 5H is half screen. It's a quarter of the screen. He's like Nappa, and that's awesome. Now he's got farther reaching normals. I'm surprised they didn't do his 2H, however. Kamehameha. Now you can move left and right while jumping with it. Now this is a full-on 360 degree beam. You can throw it anywhere, including behind you, and you'll always have a beam to cover it. Now when performed in midair, Krillin moves during the beginning of the attack. A down input now cancels that. Cancels the movement. I don't know exactly what that means. However, that might mean that you can cancel it early. So you can totally feint it. Which is awesome. Majin Buu got a C assist change as well, like Team Gohan, where it now tracks in the air. Nappa, now he's got better solo combos, if I remember correctly, but that's pretty much it. Android 16. Now he gets, jumping down heavy will now be more of a neutral tool, because now they increased the input window for buffered input when landing, adjusted the knockback during the camera shift, increased the amount of sliding knockdown on hitting it. Flying Powerbomb, a Super Dash can now be performed again on hit. Just a bunch of quality of life changes for Android 16, including his close range 214S, where now it can hit opponents into a sliding in a sliding knockdown. So you know that J2H? Now you can use that to do OTG stuff, which is insane. A assist increased number of hits, adjusted damage, and adjusted hit stop, making it easier to confirm off of. B assist now increased the number of hits, adjusted damage for a single hit, reduce the opponent's hit stop on guard, reduce the opponent's block stun. What that means is that they increase the number of hits Rocket Punch does for his B assist, and now I guess he does more, and now he does less hit stop and block stun from it. Now, Yamcha with Fang Fist EX follow-up. Now there is an increased delay when the attack misses. So you know how people in neutral will just spam light and then heavy follow-up follow-up with Fang Fist? Yeah, now they cannot do anything for a split period of time. Now you could super dash them and punish them. Now they can't get away with scrubbing out and trying to win the neutral. B assist, now they fixed also another visual glitch, just like Krillin as well, and now Tien. Tien got massive buffs. His 5S is now faster, his 2M reaches farther, increased the duration of it. Jumping light attack, now it has a higher, slightly bigger hitbox. Jumping unique attack, JS, now has sped up, has faster startup time. They also delayed the time it takes at the beginning of the attack for Tien to pause in midair. Volleyball Fist now just a distance move during the midair version of the attack. The EX follow-up Heavy increased the move's damage, and also the second follow-up increased the move's damage and reduced recovery during a camera shift. Crane Strike now reduced recovery on guard. Reduced distance moved when the attack is guarded, so that might be a mix-up possibility. Dodon Ray can now, the character now moves at the start of the mid-air version. A down input cancels the movement, just like Krillin, which now you can make it so much more deadly. Tri-Beam, reduce the amount of HP consumed when no allies are left. Adjusted knockback when additional inputs are performed. Neo Tri-Beam, reduce the amount of HP consumed when no allies are left. Let me reiterate here. Reduced the amount of HP consumed when there are no allies left on your team. Do you know what that means? Now, Tien can be a reliable anchor because now he consumes half of the damage he deals. He now has more health than ever before. He can now be a viable anchor because he no longer has to worry about killing himself with his level 1 and level 2 into his level 7. He now is completely safe from, oh, I'm just going to Kaioken myself to death. Or, you know, I'm going to Tri-Beam myself to oblivion. And now Pharaoh Tien increased the move's damage, and his B assist has also sped the attack startup. And what that means is that now it's more neutral better, because in combos it's still the same. But now in neutral it's slightly faster. It still builds only a 4th bar meter, but I guess it's still good, right? It's still 40 frames of hit stun, or block stun, right? Adult Gohan kinda just didn't get much. He just got increased distance, moved during the A assist. Hit, he kind of got some quality life changes, but he should really have gotten his wall bounce back. Now, that's pretty much it, except for sped up the move startup on B, but A acts like a pseudo DP anyway, so I don't see why you would play B. Super Saiyan Blue Goku got A assist changed, and his B assist changed. Now that just the distance and stuff. Now, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Now, anytime he does his Ki Blasts, he can now cancel it into Quarter Circle Forward S, or level 1 into level 3. Now he has way better neutral. Now he can punish Super Dash. I don't know why they would make it not 2H, but I guess, hey, that's a thing. Also some quality of life changes. Niagara Pummel. This goes full screen. And now it's gonna basically be Vegeta's new anti-air. Final Flash also got a startup buff. Beerus, crouching medium attack, sped up the move startup, increased the duration of the attack, and distance move now changes based on how far the opponent moves. They basically buffed his 2M, and now his A assist fires 2 projectiles and adjusted its damage. Now, Beerus can combo into solo Spirit Bomb from the assist. Yes, base Goku can level 3 Spirit Bomb from Beerus' assist. Crazy, right? Yeah. Goku Black got nothing. Just assist changes. Rip. 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 Android 21. Standing medium attack. Now her 5M now moves her forward slightly, a little bit before she attacks, so now she's got longer range, in a sense. Now, quarter circle back, HS. Excellent full course. The attack now tracks the opponent's height. Now that means is that it's UI Goku's level 3 super, where it tracks in the air. That's amazing. Bardock, B-assist nerf. Now he is no longer full screen, now he goes like half the screen. Z-Broly, light follow-up can now be jump cancelled in sparking. B-assist, increased distance moved before the attack, so he might be higher up so that it might work better. Don't know. B-assist, for Vegito, they just fixed the timing so that now both hits of his B-assist will now work. Base Goku, times 3 Kaioken Kamehameha. Delayed the timing needed to perform an ultimate Z change. So now I don't know what that means entirely. I think it just means easier DHCs. I could be wrong. B assist. Increase the amount of key gauges filled. I'm dead inside. This guy here gets a full-blown bar of meter. Why? 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 Base Vegeta. Heavy dash kick. Now, instead of being frame 4 invincible, it's frame 9 invincible. And now, an increased delay when the attack misses on whiff. So those scrubs who were just abusing EX Rocket Kick it's no longer a defensive option. You cannot escape pressure. Frame 9 means that someone can 5L you and you will get hit, even with a 7 frame delay move. And now, as well, you have increased delay when the attack whiffs. Now you get punished by Super Dash. If you input it fast enough, you're getting punished. Cooler! His level 3. The opponent no longer displays a guard motion during the attack. Increase the duration of the attack, so it's a little bit longer. Heavy, unique buttons for the ground version of the attack will now throw the opponent, like the mid-air version. Ladies and gentlemen, now, if you level 3 with Cooler, now on the ground, he can now use it as a command grab. It's a command grab. Now, in addition to a level 3 counter, he can command grab you. Now, he can grab you. So have fun trying to block against this guy, or when you have to guess what his wake-up is, and he has 3 bars. Now he's got a built-in mix-up right there. Does he command grab you on wake-up, or does he counter you? So now you can't bait that counter anymore. You can't bait that counter, because guess what? You're gonna get grabbed. Just standing there waiting, you're gonna pretend you're gonna block there, and you don't know what's happening, and then you get grabbed. Android 17. Now, all 3 of his gears, his Rekkas, are now performable in the air. And now you can also follow up on the ground if you hit. There's one that's a fake out, like Adult Gohan, where it's just a quick dive. Then he's got a Videl, like, overhead attack in the air. And then he also, his B assist now appears further forward. Bruh. B assist is the worst assist. But now, 17 got some major buffs. Jiren, I don't entirely understand some of them. He got invincibility on his command, on his, counters, apparently, for Ki Blast and, invincibility on the projectiles and assists. And now also his 214S is still vanishable, but added invincibility to physical attacks, stuff like that. Grand Charge is now, like, Cooler 3H level good. His C assist now, also his Ki Blasts and his C assist now reflect projectile, basic Ki Blasts. And then this is, in the last patch, Videl, her Reflect, she doesn't have any Reflect, but now she has reduced cooldown on her what's it, the spot dodge. Now she can act out of it faster. Don't think that's really good. Standing Light now has a higher hitbox downwards. Now, she's got some frame data buffs. This is what really, really breaks her. Defender of Love and Justice, Great Saiyaman. The damage dealt to the opponent is now recoverable. That's all blue life now. An adjusted damage scale. Now that takes all blue life. This move is now pointless. And now jumping down heavy attack has increased stun time and adjusted knockback. Now you can do loops with Videl in the corner with J2H. That doesn't matter when this was neutered. That was the only thing that had going for her. GT Goku, the only other thing happened that was his B assist changed. Now he's got increased distance moved, and now it also extended the attack spacing, so I guess it's now farther reaching. Janemba, Dimensional Hole, added hit stop to the counter attack. That means it's easier to confirm. His EX Orb now has reduced delay and adjusts distance moved during the attack. Now that's just even better and crazy. And A assist now has faster startup. That's gonna be broken. That's gonna be insanely broken. Gogeta! Frame data changes. He got buffs. His 5M is now negative like 12 on block, 10. I don't know entirely. But it goes like almost full screen. Yeah, he got buffs. He's also got assist changes, but that's slightly irrelevant. He got frame data buffs. Time will tell how good it is. Super Broly. A assist got increased hit stop, so when it lands, it just ends quicker. Kefla. Her explosions, like I said with Piccolo, now they don't happen at all when they reflect. UI Goku. Embodied Light. Adjusted distance move before performing the attack. Unpolished Instinct. Fixed an issue in which an ally would remain on the screen. Bug Fix. Slight change. UI Goku didn't get nerfed.